Yeah, I remember the time that we were fighting up in Idaho, and we were at Grandma and Grandpa Montague's, and I don't know what we were fighting about.
It didn't have to be anything.
It didn't take much of anything to get us going.
You probably took the cherry off the tree that I wanted.
But anyway, Grandma Montague and our dad were watching out the window, and I remember, as the story goes, she says, "You better go stop them. They're going to kill each other." And Grandpa was watching. "No, I think Paul's going to take him this time."
Let him go. Let him go.
Let him go. They'll be all right.
So, because Dad had grown up with brothers who are close together often fight. And it's probably partly, I'm the king of Bunker Hill. Have you ever played that game? I can fight, I can kill. And the guy that's on top of the hill pushes everybody else off. And, it's great. It's a great game, but it's a blood sport. I remember when our boys, Tyler and Trent, started fighting one day, and one of them was bleeding, and Marcia got so upset. She says, "What?" I says, "That's okay. It's what boys do. It's part of growing up. And let them go." But yeah, usually your dad was much stronger than me, so I had to have a tactical approach. I would hit and run, because I was faster than him, and I could outrun him. But if he ever caught me, then I was in for it. And
I don't think he ever caught you, unless I snuck up on you.
Sometimes he did. Yeah, those were fun times. We'd ride in a car. We had this 1952 Dodge car. It was a brand new car when we bought it. And so in the front seat, Dad and Carol and Mom would sit in the front. And then in the back seat, the four boys would sit. And we bought it just before John was born, but he grew up fast. And so there was no such thing as seatbelts. You have to, but there's not room for four kids to sit across that bench.
So John or Mark would lay in the back window.
Yeah, but they'd lay in the back windows and sleep. If we were doing a short trip around town, my dog would hop up in that back window. But I remember coming back from Idaho one time. We'd been up there for Christmas. But if you fight while you're driving, then your dad stops the car and pulls over, and you want to fight about something, I'll give you something to fight about. So we learned how to fight without crying.
He'd say he'd give him to cry about.
And we could take a elbow punch in the gut and not even go. We were coming back, and we'd gotten for Christmas up there bags of nuts and walnuts in the shell, and Brazil nuts in the shell. And Paul and I got throwing them out the window at cars that were going by the other way. You remember doing that?
No.
The windows were down a little bit, and we'd time it so we could throw that, and you could hear it hit the windshield of the car. And I'm sure we were cracking people's windshields, especially with those Brazil nuts.
They hard as rocks.
So fortunately, we didn't hit a police car, and nobody turned around and came after us. And I don't think that Mom and Dad ever knew that we were throwing nuts out the window.